Thank you. Fine. Commodore's watch.
Tisn't.
Commodore's watch.
So what?
Commodore's watch.
Big deal.
Commodore's watch.
Daddy's watch?
Your father's watch, man. Did you give that to him? I noticed it's got the same kind of face as the one you gave your husband.
Yes, I did. Daddy loved a pocket watch. So I mounted it in his own father's gold case.
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. But this watch was broken at 12:42. And your husband left the island at 12:46. That's awfully close. That's not enough time to struggle with the Commodore, then kill him, then talk to Mr. Taylor, then drive over to the guardhouse. No, not in 4 minutes. No, we checked that. Didn't we?
Don't forget, I got to the house after Charles.
Oh, that's an old trick they use in mystery books, Wayne. You think you're going to be seen leaving a place, so you just turn about and pretend you're coming in.
When we found this watch, there were no fingerprints on it.
Oh, I see. But don't you think it's possible that someone might have been able to get hold of it, the watch I mean, and reset it just to make you think that the Commodore was murdered at 12:42? If so, sir, tell us who.
Well, if it couldn't be Mr. Clay, then it had to be somebody else. Somebody who had been there earlier. Somebody who put the watch ahead. The same person who left so many clues pointing to Mrs. Clay that Mr. Clay thought she committed the crime. Of course, then Mr. Clay, he messed everything up and took the body away.
You answer his question, who was it?
Well, Mr. Kettenring.
What?
What do you think would benefit the most by the Commodore's death?
Oh, well, Mr. Swanson, of course. I mean, he's what we call the secondary heir. In fact, he's the only other member of the family, isn't he?
Swanee.
Swanee, that's right, Swanee.
What do you think, Swanee? Now, the only reason a murderer would reset a watch like that would be to provide himself with an alibi. What do you think?
Sure, but,
You're the only one who bothered to do that. You said by a few minutes past 12 you were back at the yacht club singing with the boys.
so what?
Of course, you're the only one who knew exactly where Mrs. Clay went that night. Who could have known how upset she was? Who could have followed them and heard the fight between her and her father? Saw the fight? Who could have gone in there and killed them when she left the room? Who else could have gotten something out of her purse when she was riding in a boat coming back here?
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
When she was drunk and in a stupor. Who else could have done that? Huh?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Maybe that's when I lost the brooch.
Listen to you. You lost that brooch fighting with your father when you killed him. That's it. It had to be you, Joanna.
Mr. Columbo, excuse me, you think that any one of us might have done this thing? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yes, sir, I guess I am, except for one thing. You'll notice that none of you have seen this watch closely. You've only heard it. You heard it tick. But I was talking about a watch that was found at the scene of the crime that was broken. It was smashed. It did not tick. It didn't work. The Commodore's watch. Now you see it. And this is the broken inside part. And we took this watch to a jeweler and we had the broken inside part replaced. So now the watch ticks. You all heard it tick. And when I went to you, Mrs. Clay, and I said, the Commodore's watch, you said, Daddy's watch. And when I said to you, Mr. Kettenring, the Commodore's watch, what'd you say?
I think I said big deal.
Big deal. And when I said to you, Mr. Taylor, the Commodore's watch, you said so.
What?
What? When I said to you, Swanee, the Commodore's watch, he said, "'Tisn't," which means it isn't. No, it is not the Commodore's watch. Because you were the only one who knew that the Commodore's watch was smashed, because you smashed it at the scene of the crime.
That about wrap it up?
Yes, Mac. That about wraps it up. Are you expecting rain, Mac?
Well, you just can't be too careful, Lieutenant.
You got a match, Sergeant.
Thought you were gonna quit.
Not yet. No, not yet, Sergeant. Not yet. I'm eating my way at the yacht club. Just one more thing.